Hey everyone, Sunny here from Online Sales Funnel Academy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics ever, publishing. And not just publishing of blog posts and content. I'm talking about physically publishing your book. Okay, so a few years ago when I first got started in online marketing, I decided to publish a children's book. This one right here. It's very simple. It's called Whisker Twisters, and it's designed for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds who like cats and poetry. So it's just a very simple book. The listing is out on Amazon. In fact, I was so chicken about it, I didn't even use my real name. I used the name of my brand, Sun Nation. So because I didn't know what I was doing, I mean, that's the best way to learn, right? So here's some of the things that I learned that I'm sure would help you if you're just getting started with publishing. And let's say you have your own business and you want to publish something like this. What's involved, right? Well, let me tell you. The first thing you need to know is that the Kindle platform, also called kdp.amazon.com, is where you can go to sign up for a free Kindle account. If you already have an Amazon account, it'll link, I believe, to your login. And again, I'll put the link in the description down the show notes down below if this is on YouTube. So the second thing you need to know is that in order for a book to be physically printed like this, it has to be at least 24 pages in length. The third thing you need to know is that there are different options for the binding. So when glue is involved, they call this right here, you see it's a nice smooth end right here. They call this perfect binding. Now I'm going to show you a different one. This one here is spiral bound, right? So when you're communicating, and maybe you don't use Kindle, maybe you use a one-off publisher. There's another publisher I use. It's called thebookpatch.com. I'll also drop a link in the description down below. It's great because you can upload your own book and you can print just one-offs, and you don't have to register through Amazon, don't have to worry about all that, and it's great for just getting ready. But again, the same types of things apply to the book. It needs to be a minimum of 24 pages. So in this case, they count, the front is 1 and the back side is 2. Okay, so that's how they're counting their pages here, because this book it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pages of actual pages, and plus the cover. Okay, now the second thing you need to know is, regardless of where you have your book printed, is that they typically like the publishers like the final version in a PDF format. So what does that mean? That means that you can go and design your book in a Word document, and when you go to save it, you're going to right click File, Save As .pdf. And the reason they do that is that these images have such memory, high amount of computer program that they're taking, that when they convert it over to a PDF, it lets it kind of zip the file, and it's cleaner and easier for them to host all these images inside of their platform. The third thing you want to think about is whether or not you want to do color on the inside or just black and white with a color outside. Now on this one, I chose not to put anything on the back because I just wanted to get it published. Now, knowing what I know now, I would definitely go back and redesign the cover. But just know that increases the price of your book if you choose to go full color, which in this case I did because I like it and I wanted to. Now this book, when I order the copy of this, here's another benefit to using the KDP platform under Amazon. When I choose to order a copy of my own book, they charge me about $3 and maybe 50 cents, and they will send me a one-off or 2 or 3 or 4, and they call these authors copies. Okay. Now the other program, the platform I use, the Book Patch, they don't ask you those questions. They just say, how many do you want? And then they prorate them and they ship them to you. So obviously the least amount that you order, the more expensive it's going to be. Whereas on Amazon, the price, I believe, always stays the same. I believe it's always $3.50 whenever I want a copy of my book mailed to me, and that's why I have extras here at the house so I can show people what it's like to have this book. Excuse me. Okay, the fourth thing that you want to take into consideration right here is your ISBN number. Now, I believe both the Book Patch and Amazon will allow you to purchase your ISBN, or Amazon might even assign one to you for free. I can't remember for sure. It's been so long. But you have the option when you upload your book in the final stages before it's printed, it'll ask you if you already own an ISBN or if you are purchasing one, or if they're going to assign one to you right then. Every book needs to have one. That's the International Library of Congress barcode that every publication needs so people can track it. Okay, so there are some considerations we have. So now you know you need at least 24 pages. You know you're going to probably want perfect bound. You're going to want to think about color versus black and white on the inside. And you're going to figure out how many copies you want, because that's going to affect your cost. And you're going to figure out whether or not you've got your ISBN. Well, friend, those are the high points of you getting started. As far as cover art goes, I very simply made this in Canva, which is a free program at canva.com. And all the images I used inside of my book are royalty free. That means that I have permission to use these in the public without ever being sued by the owner or the author. I used a site called Pixabay to get my photos from. And I did go through and actually credit every single person in the front of my book who actually took this. Even though they don't need attribution, I went ahead and did it anyway just to cover my you-know-what. All right, you guys, that's our tutorial for today. I hope you can, this video is educational for you if you've been thinking about creating your own workbook or your own kids book or anything like that. I hope this gave you some insight. Please be sure to click the links in the description down below and check out some of my free goodies that we're giving away. And also, if you'd like more trainings like this for your own business or for your own sales, be sure to join us over on Facebook, where we have a private membership community where it's $47 a month to learn more great stuff like this. All right, you guys, if you have any questions, drop a comment down below in the show notes. I read all of the comments myself, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks.